My name is Jared Young. I'm the executive chef here at Oasis Cafe. The dish we're going to be doing today is the Udon Noodles with the spicy peanut sauce. It's a very simple and easy dish that you can do at home. Let's start off by making our peanut sauce. We're going to blend everything here in the food processor. We use a big industrial style food processor here at the restaurant, but your home one will work fine. What we're starting with first is just some smooth peanut butter. Normal stuff you just get at the store. We're going to take that, stick it right into the food processor. We're going to add a little bit of sesame oil. This will give it a lot of flavor, a lot of that sesame flavor. Add a bit of soy sauce. You can adjust the soy sauce by how salty you like it, and you can also, of course, use the low sodium soy sauce. Next thing we're going to add is a little bit of, it's called sambal olig. And what it is, it's an Asian chili paste. It's extremely spicy, but this is where all the spice is going to come for the entire dish. So if you like it a little spicy, you can add a little bit more. Or if you like it a little less spicy, obviously add a little bit less. A little bit of chopped cilantro. And then we're going to add a little bit of water. Because if we just blend it like this, we're going to have a really thick paste. So you need to add a little bit of just normal tap water. We're going to start with just a little bit and add more as needed. We're just going to blend it away here until it gets a nice smooth consistency. There, you'll see that it's starting to tighten up there a little bit. Okay. So we've got a little more water. We're going to keep blending it like that. Remember, we want a nice, smooth sauce, not too gummy or pasty. Let's open it up and take a look at how we're looking. So that's still a little bit thick. We're going to add a little bit more water to it. Alright, it's really nice, a nice smooth sauce. Let's take that out, set it in our bowl here. Looks great. Now it might still seem a little bit tight, for a sauce for a pasta, but that's okay. We're still going to add a little bit more water as we're cooking it to help it loosen up until we get just the right consistency. Alright, we've got all our ingredients assembled and we're ready to start the saute process for our spicy udon noodle and peanut sauce. So why don't you come on over here and I'll show you some of the ingredients we've got assembled. This is a little bit of soy sauce we're going to use in the sauteing process for a little bit of flavor. We're actually going to use sesame oil to saute all the ingredients in to give off some more flavor. We've got a little bit of broccoli here, and these are the udon noodles. It's a Japanese noodle made out of wheat flour and water with a little bit of salt, a very simple noodle. You can see it's a really large noodle too. Great flavor. We've got a little bit of bean sprouts here, some shredded carrot, a little bit of shredded leek, some snow peas that have been cleaned and are ready to go. We've got some diced tofu here. Now this is the firm tofu. You want to make sure you get the firm tofu and not the silken tofu. And this is going to be the protein on our dish. You could also use steak, chicken, shrimp. Any of those would go fantastic in this dish. We've got our peanut sauce all ready to go. And we're going to use a little bit more water in the cooking process. So let's get started. The two things you're going to need on the stove is a pot of boiling water with a pasta strainer and a large saute pan. We're going to start off with a little bit of sesame oil in the bottom of the saute pan, just enough to kind of lightly coat the bottom. And you're going to want to let this pan get nice and hot until the oil in it's basically starting to smoke a little bit. If you have a nice hot pan with nice hot oil in it, when you add your tofu, which is what we're going to put in first, it'll go ahead and sear and seal off the tofu and it won't break apart as much. It also gives it a really good flavor. You'll really start to smell the aroma of the sesame oil as it heats. And looks like we're ready to go there. We're going to go ahead and drop in our tofu. around a little bit as you add it to the pan. What we're going to do is kind of keep moving it with our tongs. Make sure that all the sides are getting nice and seared. You'll see them kind of nice and lightly brown. It's really a great way to cook tofu if you're doing it in any sort of vegetable dish. Okay. The next thing we're going to add is we're going to start adding our vegetables. I'm going to throw in the snow peas, carrots, leeks, and the bean sprouts. Mix them together a little bit, keep them moving, maybe give them a little toss. Now right about this time, we're going to add our udon noodles right into the pasta water. They're not going to take too long to cook. You definitely want to get them in there and get them hot all the way through. Now notice we're throwing the broccoli in there with the udon noodles. This broccoli takes a little longer to cook. We're going to give it a little blanching in here in the water with the udon noodles. Close on. This is a really hot pan. It's almost like basically a stir fry is really what we're doing. Really kind of get a nice little caramelization on all of these vegetables here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of our peanut sauce. You're not going to need too much. Just add a little bit right in the center of the pan. You see it's kind of globby and clumpy now. We're going to add a little bit of water. Careful adding the water to a hot pan with oil in it. Take it away from the heat, add a little bit of water. We use that to kind of lubricate our sauce and get it so it's just the right consistency. Now, if you accidentally add too much water, it's no problem. You can just let it simmer for a little bit longer and let that water kind of evaporate out. You want to have just the right consistency where it's going to stick evenly to the noodles and to the vegetables, but not be too thick and clumpy. It's about right there. Our noodles and broccoli should be about done. Shake off some of the excess water. They're going to go right in the dish. Stir it all together. Make sure everything's incorporated. And you're ready to plate. You want to cook this up right before you're ready to serve it. Get all the ingredients ready beforehand, but if you're doing a dinner party or fixing dinner for your family, really easy to put it together. Just took a few minutes there. I'm going to start by laying a little bit of noodles into the bowl, and then we're just going to dump the rest of it over the top. And there you go. Udon noodles with a spicy peanut sauce. It's a great little Asian taste, Asian flavors for eating around the house. So there you have it, udon noodles and a spicy peanut sauce. This is on our dinner menu here at Oasis Cafe. Look to see you soon.